It's Bridget here again from Relax, Relate, Restore, and I'm actually trying out a new microphone, so a bit of tech exploration here, see how that goes. I'm actually wanting to answer a question that one of someone left on my page about Faith, actually. Thank you, Faith. About how to approach a person when you have had a difficult situation and you're feeling really churned up and maybe anxious or upset, angry with that person. How do I deal with that? How do I approach the conversation with that person without bringing all that negativity with me? And one of the best ways I find is to journal. I have a Jackal journal, which is full of all my judgments and blame and criticism, and it's a safe place for me to express all that fully and maybe have a cry, really get it out, really can be cathartic. And then what happens is something in me settles. There's a relief of just letting that out, letting it go. So I'm not holding on to it, I'm not trying to suppress it, because often when I do that, it'll just seep out in ways like with sarcasm or, when I'm not wanting it to, it'll seep out if I try and suppress it. That's for me. So it's much better for me to express it, to get it out of my system, and then there's some ease and settling of my emotion, and then I'm much more able to be present with that person. But also because I can look through what I've journaled and identify the needs. Often with a Jackal, with a judgment, I'll see, oh, okay, that's actually, helps me to identify the need. I'll see that when my judgments will be, she never listens to me. She's just it's all about her. She doesn't even listen. I don't have a word in edgeways. And then I can see there's a real precious need in me to be seen and heard. Or my judgment might be, she just treats me like a doormat. She just walks all over me, and I don't get any, recognition or whatever. And I can look at that and go, well, there's a need for respect there, or recognition or acknowledgement. So it's really helpful in a safe space to be able to express myself fully, all my, disgusting kind of ickiness that I don't want to share with someone, and go back and examine it myself and learn from it and see where the precious needs are hiding in there and all those judgments. So that's one way to prepare myself for a difficult conversation. And another way is to phone a friend that I really trust, that will hold the conversation with great respect and confidentiality and safety. And I'll call them and say, hey, look, I just want to express fully, I'm feeling there's something up for me, and would you be willing to just hear me? And there's like a safe container for that, because they know that it's not true. What I'm saying is not actually the truth. It's just my judgments and my assessments and my criticism and blame coming out. So there's a safety for me in knowing that they know that. They're not going to collude they will collude with me in the Jackal Cafe, but they're not going to go out and think that that's really what I believe. They'll know that that's just me expressing what's alive in that moment. Caused by my unmet needs in that moment. So I ring that person, we set up that situation, and then I just let it go, and they might even join me in expressing some jackals as well, some judgments. And it's a release. Again, there can be just a softening and a relief to be fully heard and understood in that moment with all that negativity. And then again, I'm not suppressing it. It's released. I get a sense of relief, and I get heard, and it helps me. They might reflect back to me what they've heard, and it just helps me to just really be gentle with myself and notice those precious needs that weren't met in the situation. And then can do the same thing. I can write in my journal and then guess what the other person might be feeling and what they might be needing. And then when I go and have a conversation with them, I'm much more prepared to hear them, because I've been heard by journaling or by my friend with the Jackal Cafe. yeah, so it just creates more openness and compassion in me when I'm addressing that person and going to speak to them about the issue. But that was a lot of words. I hope that was okay. But yeah, I really enjoy your questions. So please ask more if there's anything in particular you'd like to know more about how NVC can help you in your life, in your relationships. Ask me and I'll try and answer your questions. Okay, and like my video, and I'm doing 10 of these, so this is number 3. There'll be 7 more. So, okay.